breathing for the first half of the show.
That was awesome.
Oh, I think
Oh my god. I gotta delete that Twitch archive.
That is Raoul's protest for us doing the do-over. That's what that is.
Basically.
I don't know what.
And hello, Twitch! We are live.
Hello, Twitchy, and we're on YouTube, so that's exciting. Oh,
And you're live. And you're live.
And you get a live stream. And you get a live stream.
Except for Mixer, because...
You turn on dead stream, because I don't like you.
Oh. Check under your seats, you all have a live stream! That's not... That's not how it works.
That's not a live stream.
That's an owl.
This is a live stream.
It's a... it's a hoot stream. That is...
buttons.
Not the stream key buttons.
Not the stream key buttons.
No, I did not reset the
You
stream
don't
key.
unlive us.
Don't do that.
How you're not having to deal with any of the technical stuff.
What was that?
Experiencing
great.
technical difficulties, please stand
It's,
by.
it's fantastic.
Oh, it's my favorite part of being on any podcast is that I can just watch other people have tech problems.
But when it comes to dealing with them yourself, yeah. That's
yeah.
a whole
I'm
other
good.
story.
Bryce, I do have to admit, watching you deal with tech problems live is one of the best things ever. Like...
Well, like the nice thing about it, now that I've taken over most of the tech stuff, is that usually Brian or whoever else is on can continue to do what they need to do, which is talk and be interesting. I mean, if you watch, but seriously, if you watch those old Night Attacks, like, you know, when it's Brian having to do everything and he's focusing on a million things, he's just like not as good on the show, and he said as much.
Yeah, you'll see that. I mean, I kind of have that similar situation. Like here, I have both Dale and Raul who I can throw things to at any given time. But my other shows, like Small Screen Spoiler Show, is just me and Jared. So like something goes wrong, and I'm like, "Hey, Jared, vamp for a minute," and he's just like, what?"
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, deedly-dee. There they are, standing in a row. Bum, bum,
I
bum.
love.
I do have
I
to
just
work on
love
my
how you're.
vamping.
You do.
I love how your microphone chose that moment to just go falling down onto your
Yes.
desk.
Well, no, thankfully,
Oh, I thought that was on purpose.
thankfully it's on an arm, so like when it goes down, it's just gonna kind of swing that way a little bit, so it's not gonna do anything.
Me.
Yeah, just kind
Except
of.
make us all yell at you that we can't hear you.
It gets a little limp,
Exactly.
Carrie. It happens to every man. Jesus Christ.
You know, they have things for that.
That sounds like a personal problem.
They have pills for that. They have
Yes.
pills for everything.
Springzite, natural arm enhancement.
Natural arm enhancement. Is that what
Arm?
the kids are calling it these days? God, if
Hey,
it's the size of an
I
arm,
watched
you
it.
need
I
to
watched
get that
this.
checked out.
I watched a porn the other day, and yeah, not just wait. What?
Careful, we are on the internet. That's
Careful. You know who you're talking
Alright.
to, right?
Hi, Rachel, if you're hearing this in the background.
She's
just
in the
out
couch.
of context, you can see JJ do
She's
that.
yeah. The only side she's hearing is mine, and she's right on the couch behind me. So gotta tighten up my arm. It's a little floppy today for some reason.
Are you
Just
using
give it a
your
good
wife
couple strokes.
to level grind for you again, CJ?
No, she doesn't like level grinding in Bloodborne. She's afraid of the combat in it, so...
No, level grind in Persona again.
No, I don't. I've stopped playing it until you guys catch up with me because I'm so afraid I'm going to screw something up and say something and get you guys pissed off at me. So
Oh yeah.
I've-
Okay.
I've stopped
I've
playing-
got vacation on next week, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to.
I have stopped
get through
playing my
Persona.
favorite game of this year so far because you guys are slow and won't catch up with me.
That's all.
Oh.
I have 5 week whole
Damn,
semester.
CJ, what do they matter?
Well, I'm more so
Did you
And
meaning
I have a crappy laptop.
Some of you
more,
have there's rules.
I'm more so meaning Raul and Delbert because they do a video game podcast with me. So
They share with you. That makes sense.
This
Guess they
one,
don't wait for me. I'm way
your
too slow.
no, this one, I don't really talk about the new games that I'm playing unless I'm playing them for several weeks, like Bloodborne. But like Persona, it's a game that I really want to talk about, and I have an outlet for that. However, the people that I share that outlet with are really slow at video games, apparently. So. So I have to.
I got Persona.
It's so good.
Persona 5.
It's so good.
Oh.
It. I didn't. I'm actually putting this together, but the same issues that I have with it are the same issues I have with the other RPG Atlas put out on Wii U last year, Tokyo Mirage Sessions
Yeah.
FE, which is that the gameplay is top notch. I mean, that's it's turn-based RPGs, it's dungeon crawling,
Yeah.
items crafting, etc., etc., etc. But the story work is just is weak. It's pretty weak for
Ouch.
what I would consider a top tier RPG developer, especially the Persona team. Like, between the translation being actually bad and actually wrong in a lot of places,
I will give you that. The
and
translations
just
are a little
some of the
loose.
kludginess.
How far are you in it?
Yeah. I probably got 20 some hours. I'm at the very beginning of the if you know the bank dungeon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're where I am.
Yeah. It gets like I personally loved it from the beginning, but like there's a scene where I had to sit down the controller and step away from the game because it actually had me crying like a baby. So I
And I'm sure it's.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sure it's got the the characters seem fine. And at some point I think the next time I jump back into the game, because I'm kind of busy with a lot of stuff right now.
Well, yeah.
I think the next time I jump back into the game, I'll probably go back in with the Japanese voice pack, because the voice actors do a very good job, but the script that they are given is pretty weak.
Yeah.
And
I disagree with you on that point. The only character that I really liked at where you're at, like I really fell in love with, was Makoto. So, but she's a waifu for laifu, so you got that. But the more interesting characters. The more interesting characters come, in the next dungeon is the one where it like shook me to the core.
yeah,
Thanks for joining us.
it's pretty weird. It's pretty weird making Ryuji and God, I don't remember her name now. Panther. So one note.
Yes.
Because they're your very first companions. It's like if you made Chie and Yosuke and Yukiko.
Yosuke is one
kind of
note
one
as
dimension.
hell. Fuck Yosuke.
It's just.
Just random aside, I can't speak to the English voice acting because I've never actually played with the English voice acting on. However, I'm really, really enjoying the Japanese voice acting. So if that's more your thing, you might like it better.
Yeah, I suspect that I will too. What was Oh no, go ahead.
I found that if a Japanese game set in Japan gives you the option to use the Japanese dialogue with subtitles, you're far better off using the Japanese dialogue with subtitles.
But even Persona, even the second VO pass that they did with Persona 4 Golden was really good in English.
Yeah.
It was still really, really good.
But then again, you had
but it was the
top tier
second pass.
actors. You had top tier actors
but
like
that's
Johnny
only because
Young
the first pass was even better.
Yeah.
The first pass was superior to that second one even.
Well, I mean, you had in my opinion, superior English VO actors like Johnny Young Power Ranger and those.
You mean Vash the Stampede?
Yuri Lowenthal?
Yeah, Vash the Stampede / literally almost every anime protagonist ever. Johnny Youngbosch, great guy.
Right.
I've met him. He's a really cool guy. But man, he's busy playing every anime protagonist.
He's not Spike, right?
No, he is not
Would we
Spike.
be
No.
Oh man! Oh, you know what? I just remembered now. Did anybody here play Heavy Rain on the PS3?
I did not.
Don't have a PlayStation 3.
I
It
think it's
was,
going for the
Get with the
PS4,
times,
right?
Australia. Come on.
I think it is it. I don't know if it got remastered for PS4 or not. It probably did. That that game has like a reputation as being like kind of a B game, kind of like not maybe not to the same level as like the Room, the movie The Room from Johnny Wiseau.
Oh.
That's a Z movie. Let's not beat around the bush here. That's
Sure, but you would watch the Room because it was so bad, and you could do the
I'm
same.
watching The Room.
Sure.
Still haven't
But you
seen
could
it.
do the same for Heavy Rain. But what I found out, or at least Heavy Rain is written by David Cage, who is a French writer. He's the basically like the big head honcho at Quantic Dream, who made the game. They made Fahrenheit or Indigo Prophecy. They made what was Beyond Two Souls, the Willem Dafoe, Ellen Page game.
That's a great game.
But Heavy Rain has such a weird script and kind of a weird delivery, and it is actually improved a lot if you change the dubbing over to French. Whether it's just the fact that it's in a foreign language, it just sounds better because it's not these like weird American dubs.
Wee. It probably just adds to that like B-level kind of like you understand it better if it's in French and you have subtitles. But honestly, love The Room. I think I watched that movie like way too many times in a year than a human being should.
You're gonna love doing the rant and review on that then.
Yeah, I don't.
Wait,
swear I've
are we
already
doing
done
The Room?
We will eventually.
We are now. We've said it on the internet,
We
so have to now.
talked about it last week about how it'll be the next bad movie we do.
Yeah, I
That's
promised the
right.
next bad movie that was good. All right, we should probably actually, begin the show
Yeah,
proper.
right.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're
Yeah,
15
I
minutes
should've
out and we
warned you.
haven't officially started.
Wow.
I should have warned
So
you.
we
When
should
I'm on a
put it out.
podcast, they tend to go extra long.
Excellent.
Oh.
We've got all
I
that.
want this podcast extra thick.
Right,
We can
sir.
do this.
I did. Okay, this is me getting I did Drunk Kids Gaming maybe about a month ago now, and we went off on a tangent at the beginning of the show that was its own like hour-long discussion that
Jesus.
they broke that discussion out into its own episode. We did 2 episodes because it was so.
That's awesome.
So,
Because was it the first article that you went out on a tangent and then?
I don't even think we had gotten to an article, which is why it made sense to break it out. We ended up talking about Twitch and partner stuff, and this was right around the time the affiliate stuff launched. So we kind of had a deep dive on all that stuff.
So it was kind of relevant. It's not like you were talking like an hour about which outfit to wear tomorrow. Which
No, it wasn't.
Let's
was
get
totally
to the show, otherwise we'll hear all that. Sorry.
All right. So, I'm going to hit some buttons in a 5,
Man, I'm gonna be my
4, damn it, jail, 3, 2, 1.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
Hello, gentle listener. While Geek.io holds its talent to the highest standards, what follows will likely involve the sort of language usually reserved for sailors on leave. If you're of a delicate disposition, then perhaps you would consider a different podcast.
Look up.
Nope.
Mobile audio stream enabled at tunein.alphageekradio.com. Chat room enabled at geek-io.net/live. Geek.io initialized.
We're geeking out across the globe, so tuck in and hold on to your butts. It's time for the Geek.io show.
Geek.io, put geek in and geek out.
All of this switching gets harder every week. Hello and welcome to the Geek.io show. This is the Geek.io show, episode number 199. Woo! Recorded June 8th, 2017. I am, of course, CJ. I have to remove Sausage Party from my soundboard boat.
And I'm Jared. I'm ready to talk and be interesting. As Vito.
I'm Raul. Daryl, what talent and what standards?
I'm Dale, adding a little sparkle to everyone's day, Campbell. And someone has their microphone muted.
I'm Carrie. Always forget to mute my microphone vocals.
And
I'm Josh, late as always because I'm a space case McGrath.
And joining us this week, you guys, the world's greatest producer, and yes, that includes these two knuckleheads that I have working this show with me, from the Night Attack show, and like pretty much everything else that Brian Brushwood does and makes it all better, Bryce Castillo.
Hi.
Wait, Brushwood needs
Thank you. That's very.
improvement?
Well, you said it, not me. I am happy to be on.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on, Bryce. I really appreciate it.
Oh, sure. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we,
I mean, it already has been. We're 20 minutes late.
Unlike normal
And
times
not
where
because
it's...
of technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's
this
what I was
time.
going to say. Is normally it's me scrambling on the back end like, my soundboard isn't working, my thing isn't working, this isn't working, it was working yesterday, why isn't it working today? It was actually, you know, conversations.
Exactly.
I'm sorry about
Like
that.
I
I
keep saying
tend
that
to
they
do
have
that.
pills for that.
Well, you know. My arm's a little floppy today,
So,
there's that. Just to work that one into the show, because I know Dale wanted that one to be a show title candidate.
Oh, there you go. Work it in. There you go. Work in that floppy arm joke. Work it in.
Hey, any place that I could shove my floppy arm, I'm going to.
No comment. Moving on.
I mean, we can only work off a kangaroo jerky for so long.
It's my life. Don't
Man, the mileage you got out of that one. I mean, this is like 2 or 3 episodes later, and that one's still going.
Oh, it's still going.
I mean, the floppy
I mean,
sword...
the only thing I beat more than great jokes are dead horses.
And kangaroos. But anyway, we'll move on.
Yes. So how's everybody been this week, you guys?
Exhausted. Been working
I'm
10-hour
glad-
days.
I'm glad we all
How's it
get
going
started talking at the
Thursday?
same time.
Yeah, I
I
love...
survived my midterms.
Yay! I love when I ask that question,
Yay.
by the way. Everybody either just starts talking all at once or nobody talks for several seconds. It's the best.
Yeah, it's like you almost don't give us any indication off of who's supposed to be talking.
Oh.
You know, there's...
It's not like we should go to the show and go, hey, such and such, how have you been?
Yeah,
It's like exclusive.
that seems
I
a
mean,
little
be
weird. It's like,
inclusive.
okay, hello, Dale Campbell. How have you been this last week? Since last Thursday of which we spoke until now. How have you
I don't
been,
know.
Dale Campbell?
I'm enjoying
I
this.
have
this
been
message
very
show.
well, thank you, CJ Bones. Thank you for asking. Thank you.
Boop, beep, beep, boop, bop, boop.
It's funny because your internet actually kind of blipped a little bit, so it actually did make you sound more robotic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Using the
I do
internet to our
magic.
advantage.
I do magic. All right. Speaking of magic, and the part where we actually have some structure to the show.
Yay.
gadgets, games, and gizmos.
Since Josh doesn't like me not having structure to this show, Neshcom, what have you been up to?
Oh, well, I am very busy working on a couple of top secret kind of secret projects. But
Ooh.
you know,
top men?
I just am always got something on my plate. But in the scant few moments that I get to play or watch stuff, I just got a 3DS, one of the original 3DS XLs, and it's pretty cool. I had an original DS Lite, when everybody had one of those, and I'm like discovering all of the games that I never got to play on the 3DS. So, Pocket Card Jockey is really fantastic. It is a horse racing game that you play as games of solitaire. It's really kind of kooky.
Different.
Animal Crossing. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's like on the Nintendo 3 on the regular DS. One of my favorite games to play was actually this multi-pack game. Oh man, I don't remember what it's called now, but it was like a Clubhouse Games, and it was like all these card games and little mini games and like bar sorts of games that you could do darts and weird stuff. But it was a lot of
sort of game kind of setup that in the menu you could kind of select like the bar version of Mario and Sonic Go to the Olympics or whatever the hell that thing was called.
Yeah, kinda. And so I think that's kind of scratching my itch as far as Pocket Card Jockey. And then I just the other night got Picross 3D Round 2, which is amazing. The best Nintendo DS game is evolved into another layer of complication in Picross 3D Round 2. So if you ever played has anybody played a regular Picross 2D sort of puzzle? No, probably not. So it kind of looks like a Sudoku board, but you have numbers at the top and on the sides, and it tells you those represent how many filled in squares there are, and at the end you've kind of done your own little pixel drawing of an apple or something, and in Picross 3D. Yeah, and in Picross 3D, you have the numbers written on the 3 different planes of these blocks, and you tap them out and you paint them so that you mark them as right. It's really an amazing logic game because there are sort of specific pathways you kind of have to go because it's logical. So you can look at it and say this is probably going to be like this because the other things around it are like this, but you can't because you only have to go on this hard data. It's really fascinating and it's super cute, and it's got all that Nintendo polish that they do on it. It's really a lot of fun. I like puzzle games.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's one of the main thing I play on my iPhone. Just if the app of the week is a puzzle game, I'm sure to get it because they're good time wasters. And plus it keeps the mind going when you're doing something very tedious.
Yeah.
Like sitting out of a classroom waiting for a computer to break.
You're just sitting there going, alrighty.
Yeah, you make it sound like a hit. The computer's gonna break in 10 minutes, so
let's squeeze in a few rounds while I'm waiting.
Exactly.
In 3, 2, 1.
Break time.
Phone rings.
What the? All right.
So
that paycheck.
Yeah, right. So at the end of this, we played a little game of you get to pick who gets to go next and put them on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Well,
you
is
said
there
that's
anything
a
else
moist
that Bryce
stomach.
has been up to?
Yeah. Well, I said at the end.
Okay.
At the end. Okay. And so is this just games? Is this other stuff?
No,
that
whatever
we
you
can talk
whatever
about?
you want to talk about.
Yeah,
This is
whatever.
what we've been doing.
I have been fascinated with this Netflix acquisition. It's not an original. It's a panel show from Japan. It's about 9 years old or so, though it's still airing. They're still airing it in like they're still making new ones. It's called Japanese Style Originator. I believe that's what it's called in English. If you look it up on Netflix, and it's fascinating and it's very weird the way that it's set up. If you go and look at on Netflix, you'll find that like there's no episode 1, there's episode 2, there's not an episode 3, there's episode 4, and episode 4 is like 2 hours long, and episode 5 is like 3 hours long, and they're like weird. It's kind of a weirdly formatted thing, but it's fascinating. The whole concept behind it is that it dissects inherently Japanese cultural things. So there's a whole episode, or it's like a half of an episode, about Japanese gardens, and the different elements that go into making them look a certain way. The use of like bridges, in one of these great Japanese gardens, there's a bridge that kind of it goes up and then it turns 90 degrees and then it turns up again. And the format of the show is such that it's a lot of like questions. It kind of has this formula of like stopping a lot and saying, now what is this? What is the purpose of this? And sometimes the panel gets in on it and gives their own answers. And so like in that bridge example, you'd see it and you'd get a little video and say, what is it? And you get a little 3, 2, 1 countdown. And then it tells you, well, it's because when you walk down this bridge, you have to stop and turn and look at the vista of the lake that you are around. And then when you turn back, you can appreciate the view that you were just looking at. And it's the same way for the opposite side of the lake when you go the other way. It's a lot of little things like that make things like whether it's gardens or these great Japanese castles, these fortresses from the shogunate, how very deliberate they are, in these okay, one last useless Japanese fact. In the basement of the castles where an invading force would come in, the stairs, how normally a stair would be pretty uniform, right? It would always go up the same amount and always go in the same amount and over. They would be oblongly sized. So they would be, you might have a long step and then a really short step and then another really short step. With the idea being that if you are an invading force, instead of looking up as you were charging the castle, you would have to be watching your footing, so that you don't trip and fall over everybody.
And it would slow down.
Yeah. And so it's like a mixture of that, of like very specific information that you never would, like tea, how they make green tea, and the very proper way that you were supposed to make green tea, and it's very specific.
Serious business over there.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Incredibly. And they have a dish. They have a dish in the preparation of green tea that you pour water in, just so that you can hold the dish, and when you feel the ceramic of the dish get warm, you know that the water has cooled off to the proper temperature to be put into another dish. And so it's like a mixture of stuff like that and weird like listicle sort of things that are still also fascinating. Like there's one of these like 2-hour-long episodes is just a countdown of the best toppings on a bowl of rice.
What? Hang on, this sounds like something I would enjoy.
This sounds right up my alley, considering I'm going to Japan next year. Like,
Yeah.
This
stuff
sounds
like that I want
like-
to learn and
It's
do.
the top. By the way, it's the top 100 things to put on rice, and it
Yes.
is sorted. It is sorted in order of descending price. So it starts off with like, beef and this cut of tuna, and then it gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper to the point where like a single serving would cost you a single-digit amount of yen, cents, to put on a serving of food. There's something really fascinating.
It's still a topic.
So that's the other thing that is really like vying for my attention, and it's tough because I'm doing a lot of edits, a lot of video editing right now, and it's a lot of stuff where I don't necessarily need to be listening, so I can focus on. I could have a podcast on or something in the background, but because it's Japanese, I can't. My Japanese is not good enough to like just listen to it, so it's the kind of thing where I have to sit down and watch it because it's got the subtitles. But I think it's just there's something really fascinating about it. So it's Japanese style originator. So I think that about does it for me. Yeah, definitely. How about I put Carrie on the line on the hot seat. What are you up to, Carrie?
Not a whole lot. I just survived my midterms. Yay.
Woo!
Started a rewatch of Avatar: The Last Airbender because I needed something on while I studied.
Airbender? What's an
best.
airbender?
Airbender.
Avatar: The Last
It's
Airbender.
Are you wearing an Avatar shirt?
No, I'm not.
Somebody's letting her Florida hang out.
Also had an MRI done. That was fun. Don't really recommend it. Let's see. Tried to knit. Did not do so well, so I had to start over again. And we had a bunch of friends over from New Zealand, so that was fun.
Crikey.
Did they bring
That's
you
Australia.
Vegemite?
That's not New Zealand. That's Australia.
They're the same thing!
They know better than to bring us the taint that is Vegemite. They do occasionally bring us Marmite.
That's Vegemite made out of
Which is
marsupials.
worse.
So is Vegemite Australia and Marmite is New Zealand, something like that?
Sorta.
Dale?
I think they're just competing brands. Because I know some of it's made like in New Zealand, some of it's made in Australia, some of it's made in Britain, and you'll get a slightly different flavor based on which plant it was made at.
Damn it, Dale dropped. I've been trying to poke fun at him, and he's not here to make fun of.
We lost our subject matter expert in this field.
They also brought us these, which I don't know why they don't have in America yet, because they would sell like wildfire. These are bacon-flavored cheese puffs.
I'm sorry, what?
Duh. Why don't we have those?
Right?
Right?
Jesus.
I thought America was supposed to be at the forefront of baconizing everything.
Exactly. So imagine our surprise that you can't get these here. And they're fucking amazing.
Remind me to remind Dale to bring some of those too, if they exist in Australia.
I think he said they don't exist in Australia.
What?
I think they're just a New Zealand thing.
Then he's gonna have to jump over that stupid little pond they have over there to another fucking country before he comes to this fucking country.
Go to that island, steal some bacon and cheese puffs from the hobbits, and bring them to America.
So what is Australia to New Zealand? Is it like their Hawaii or something?
It's their Florida.
No.
They're two different countries.
They are different countries.
Yeah.
Come on.
And they
Think
have sort of a
Tasmania, I think.
yeah, they have like a friendly rivalry thing going on.
It's Canada and America, basically.
Pretty
Which one's
much.
America, which one's
So you're
Canada?
saying
With more swearing.
Of Australia? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, good. We have our Australian back.
Yay, our Australians back!
So I just heard Australia, and that's my trigger word, so of course I have to show up.
So CJ wants you to fly
Oh,
to New
boy.
Zealand and buy him rations.
Yes, you need
No.
to go over to New Zealand because I know it's just a quick little swim, and bring back bacon thingies.
No. Moving on.
I'm sorry, what?
And CJ's over there like, oh, Dale dropped again. How
No,
awful.
except I have all the buttons, so... Is that how I dropped in the first place? Conspiracy.
I can log into that same account and boot you, Dale.
Anyway.
Look, he just doesn't want to hear about how amazing New Zealand is. It's understandable. Anyone would be jealous.
It is kind of us in Canada.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Canada's so fucking cool, so nice, and such a good economy, and doesn't have a president that is. Never mind.
Well, they don't even have a president, so.
Speaking of cheese puffs.
Yeah, speaking of cheese puffs.
No, it was a running thing between me and my mom for years, where she would ask, like, "How's your friend in Australia?" "It's New Zealand, Mom."
No, it's not.
Cheese. Very different. Completely different.
Completely different.
So what else you been doing, Carrie?
Yes.
Having an MRI done. I don't recommend that experience.
No, those suck.
They say it's an open MRI. Really not all that open.
No.
That's the big donut one, right?
Yes.
Yes, but
Stick
mine
in a
was
big
more
donut.
like a giant taco that you sit in.
Giggity!
And not even a sexy taco.
Today you
damn
get
it,
to
you
meet
stole my
the giant
joke.
taco. Congratulations.
Yeah, my favorite gadget at the moment is still the one my chiropractor uses on me because
My favorite gadget
I'm
is
not
the one
in
that comes
as
out of
much
his, is
pain.
the helicopter that comes out of his head.
Oh.
Ha. Do-do-do-do-do.
Hey, I'm trying to incorporate the show title here. Or the segment title.
Oh, Gizmos, gotcha.
Yeah,
Ah.
good job.
Alright. Dale, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to before,
Dropping
kangaroos
internet.
decide to chew up my internet connection again, because that's always fun. Okay, I'm trying my hardest to get that sausage party taste out of my mouth, and no, that's not a euphemism for something.
I was going to say something. Considering you say
God.
that, and then immediately a couple things down, you say you're getting back in the dating field.
See, there you go. That's exactly where I was going with that. Yes.
So why did you go see Sausage Party? When did you?
Because we have
DJ made us.
It's all CJ's fault.
CJ, how could you do that to the poor people?
See, I was going to put it eloquently, but hey, we're not. Okay, DJ made it.
Oh, no,
We're not
throwing
eloquent
punches.
people here. Come on.
That monstrosity was all CJ's fault.
Yeah, we had a rent review. What was it? Was it last week?
Last
Yeah,
week,
it was
that's
last
all.
week.
It was like so long ago.
It feels like an eternity ago, really. But no, CJ forced us to make us watch Sausage Party, which is ironic because that right near that revolution, I'm like, oh, dating sounds fun again, right? No, that's not. I'm not putting those two things together, right?
All
But
party.
I'll start there. It's strange meeting new people in the 21st century, isn't it?
It
Make myself
is.
sound so old.
Yeah, Dale, you're dating yourself here.
Quite literally.
Are you doing an online dating thing?
I'm trying that to start with. I mean, I'm going to, because I typically go to a bar like every week, so I'm trying to, I don't know, pick up in the quote-unquote traditional sense, if that makes sense.
Oh, sure.
Traditional. You know what I mean? See, I have to. There's the two barriers now, if that makes sense. Like there's the traditional kind of person, one night kind of stance that hopefully lead to something else, and then there's the online talk forever and then hopefully get a cup of coffee out of the deal.
Yeah, they're both they're they're both very specific experiences.
Not necessarily, but you know what
No and no.
Bryce is onto me like a ton of Rex Thieves. Thank you. That's lay that out for me. But I don't know. It's having the mixture of the two, if that makes sense. And we all have our kind of social circles that we all hang out with, but it's it's branching out of that and meeting new people and having the community be so small where I live, it makes it a little bit harder. if that makes
Oh,
sense.
I understand that, Dale.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, Raul
Well,
has.
and also
Yeah, that's fine.
because you're also like trying to put yourself into someone else's social circle, which is
That's
like
true.
the toughest thing, because suddenly the person that you're talking to has their own friend that they just had a weird day with, and you have no sense of like that person, and it can be kind of overwhelming in that sense.
Oh, absolutely, and I think, but see, I love making stories out of those awkward experiences. The problem is finding the balance of whether that other person would not kind of get my sense of humor, but kind of want to make light of and make jokes about their awkward experiences in the past, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's finding the right balance, and like I said in the show notes, it's a very slow process, and I don't know, it's kind of strange. Moving on. Speaking of which, though, I've only got, not really speaking of which, but kind of related, because after I finish my final at college, I'll have a bit more time on my hands, if that makes sense. And that's in like 3 days, so that's on Monday. So it's
Good luck.
Thank you. Though I got my final paper back, and I got like 90.3 on it, so it's
Nice.
It's great.
Very good.
Thank you. I'm really heading into.
And
this
what
final
Australian
exam.
rating is that in your Australian
That
grading
is-
system?
That's a HD, Jez. That's a HD. Not a normal D. A
H.
HD.
A H.
H.
Wait,
HD.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah.
No,
That-
it sounds like a thing. You know what?
Go back to listen to the archives. That one too. That's.
Bryce is
We have a
already
strange-
getting us.
You see, our pass is at 50% because that's more than half. But anyway, I've already had that tangent on there before. But at work,
You say that,
another
but
sort of related
until
note.
you get into your master's program, I'm curious if with master's programs in Australia, if it's different. You know, certain colleges over here, you have to get above a C to pass everything, which is fine. In Rachel's master's program, if she drops below a B, she fails the program.
Oh,
Jeez.
Yeah.
Hardcore. Serious business.
yeah, I think you have to get over 65% to kind of graduate in a master's degree here from memory. Not that I'm interested in doing a master's degree, because 4.5 years has been a long enough time for me. Plus, I'll be qualified enough to do what I want to do. So there you go. There's that. So that's in 3 days.
You're fine.
So freaking out about that. Like, I got the Shining Star Award for the last quarter. So
As you should.
employee
Fancy.
with about time, right? Like nearly 5 years in the making, I finally got employee of the quarter. Basically, is what it means. I mean,
We all know you're the
No.
star girl. We know.
Oh, the jazz. So a part of my prize, I got a box of chocolates, which of course I
Because life is like
had
it.
when I was. Because life is a box of chocolates. Plus, we had to make it through sausage party somehow. Also, I got a couple of new action figures. So Captain America will soon be joined by a few friends, like Winter Soldier. Come on, make your jokes now. Lola and
Good friends.
Now let me tell you, Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Iron Man, isn't that a threesome that you'd want to be a part of, right? But anyway, apart from that.
Not personally, but I could understand why you would.
Not me personally. I can see how that works.
Not my cup of tea, but you know.
Well, someone's into
Each
that.
his
I
own.
mean,
aren't they?
It would be damn hard to turn down both Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. So
That's true. That's true.
And
I don't
then
know if I
another
can say
Chris
no.
Evans.
And another Chris Evans. So Chris Evans twice.
Twice, right.
double the freedom, double the fun.
Double the. Aha! I can't say that. Anyway.
Yeah, because you're not
Also-
free. Oh.
I can't say that. Moving along quite quickly. I've also
backpedal,
been
backpedal,
watching,
backpedal.
Pedal on, pedal on, pedal on. Boing. Anyway, so catching up on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Why I still like that show, I have no idea. It seems like a show.
I don't know, but it's wonderful, isn't it?
It's got.
It's so weird. I don't know why I like it. I love Kimmy Schmidt.
I hate
There's
shows
no
like this.
reason for it.
I hate stupid comedy, but for some reason I can't stop watching this stupid fucking show.
It is
Not only wonderful.
It's the only show that I binge immediately when it comes out.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy to watch. I don't get it.
I can
get it.
lose myself in like 4 or 5 episodes
slice
at a
of
time, and then look at the time and go, yeah, it is a nice single serve of happy fluffy ice cream, which is what I described it as in the first season.
It is happy fluffy ice cream.
It is.
I haven't finished season 3 yet, but so
I-
far.
season
it's
3?
Season 3 is pretty good.
I still say that I like season 3 less than
I
the
think I have
last two, but still,
I
like,
like season. I like season
I don't know
3.
where you're coming from.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
I
I-
dislike it. I'm saying I just like it the least.
That's fine.
But Titus Lemonading though, come on.
It is still a really fucking good show. I'm just saying I like it the least out of the 3 of them.
Like, Lemonading is so out of date at this point, and it's still really funny. like that, like when Lemonade dropped is about the time when they shot that, because they had all these gifs in the little video of him doing the thing, and then the show didn't come out for it's been like a year, right, since Lemonade happened.
Yes.
Yeah. It's still funny. Like, and the comparison videos on YouTube, like they got it so right. Like that is.
Well,
Yeah,
I didn't
all I
expect
can
the fucking like the Barbie recreation of the underwater stuff.
Oh my god, yes.
That stuff is amazing. It's like, and his narration of the situation though, like it just goes into this weird tangent. It's like, oh, I tried to be less gassy, like. Will you shoot me?
Oh,
National treasure. That show is a national treasure.
it is.
Plus George, Thomas Jefferson's in there.
Yeah.
Plus, also, you should really go see a doctor if water's
Now
like
it's him.
tasting like Sprite. But anyway, that's a
Yeah,
whole nother
I was a little weirded out when I saw Daveed Diggs just show up, and I'm like, oh my god!
And he showed up. I was like, wait, is that?
That voice sounds really familiar.
be.
I watch a lot of the Ham for Ham videos, so I get a lot of him outside of his accents of Thomas Jefferson / Marquis de Lafayette, and I'm like, man,
Yep.
that voice sounds really familiar. It's one of those ones I wasn't fully paying attention to the show, and I'm like, oh my god, it's him.
Kimmy Schmidt is
Glad to see
still,
he's getting work outside of that.
Yeah,
is
right.
still amazing. And all of the 90s references that still make me kind of giggle a little bit.
Even though you don't understand them because you're 12.
Oh, I don't think I've understood like 3 of them the whole time. And stop! It's not Hammer time. I just laughed. I laughed my ass off.
Yes, that was great.
We go from happy fluffy ice cream time to magic carp jumping. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm on the bandwagon, children, and let me tell you, it's no pocket politics. I'll just leave that where that is, and there you go. I mean, it's a good game.
I fucking hate that game.
I'm not going to lie, I was totally playing it while we were pre-showing.
Yeah, right. See,
Shots
there you go.
fired.
Okay,
I'm
so
playing it
what
now.
is-
What are you talking about?
What is the appeal of Magikarp
There
Jump?
is none! There's none! There's absolutely zero appeal! None whatsoever!
The appeal is feeding your Magikarp and jumping.
Because Magikarp is the butt of every single joke ever. So turning that joke into a joke game is kind of the
It's
point.
not a good game! What are you talking about? Dale, you need
I play a
more!
lot of clicker games. I play a lot of like clicker and like incremental games. I just started playing that Crazy Taxi Gazillionaire game. But I could only like Magikarp Jump I guess just isn't for me. It just isn't that game.
No, it
It's so
it
for me.
shouldn't
Like,
be that
it
game
is-
for anybody.
Oh, CJ is not a fan.
No, I am not.
Really strong feelings about Magikarp Jump.
I mean, it has a good plot. Why can't you just like get behind the plot of like going?
Dale,
to,
you are going to be sleeping in my house in a couple of months.
in 80 days, in fact, actually.
Yes.
In 80
You
days.
can jump Magikarp together.
Oh.
Wink.
I
Wait,
feel
they
like
need to give. It's finally that Magikarp is getting his dues, right?
It's not that. It's not that at all. What I
That's
said,
the funny thing, is the game is very upfront about just how useless Magikarp is. When you are
Exactly.
having these stupid little jumping contests, when the Magikarp come down from jumping, they embed themselves in Magikarp-shaped holes in the ground.
Wouldn't you two,
Sure,
but if you jump 25 meters in the air, though?
But if you ironically do something useless, aren't you still doing something really useless?
Yes! Yes, you are!
Like I said, Magikarp has been the butt of every single joke. It is about time that Magikarp got a joke game of his own. It's a joke game. It really is. I mean, I still kind of like it because
Oh,
it's
There were
colorful
funnier
and I like
jokes.
colors.
There were funnier jokes in Sausage Party.
No,
Oh. no.
Ooh, them's fighting words.
I don't know. I'm willing to
No.
bet that's not true.
should I do it, guys? I have the button. Should I press that button? No, I'm just kidding. I won't press that button because I'll get fired. And please don't.
Have
fire me.
have you had one of your Magikarps whisked away by a Pidgey?
Oh, multiple times.
Best
And
part of the
I
game.
had
Best part of the game right there. Being able to kill a Magikarp,
No.
best part of the game.
the best part of the game is when you go to the Pokeball random encounter and it turns out to be a Voltorb and the Magikarp explodes. That is the best part.
I have not encountered that, and thank you for telling me that.
Oh my god! Now, okay, now I'm interested again. Exploding
I have
Magikarp,
not
I'm
jumped
down.
for a piece of fruit in ages.
I
Just because
always-
I'm terrified of the Pidgey.
Or jump
Jumping
in
for a
general.
piece of fruit can get you
Okay.
grabbed by a Pidgeotto. Grabbing one of the Pokeballs laying on the grass can turn out to be an Electrode or a Voltorb, and then it uses self-destruct because that's what they do.
Bryce looks
And then you're doing
very
a Magikarp.
confused.
I've heard of all of this, but in my head, where there's like a very like there is a format to clicker games, right? You do a thing,
Yeah.
you have the clicking part, and that's you do that until you can have it build itself, and then you have like a prestige element where you start over, and all of this is baffling to me. Why anyone would be into this? Like
It's
your
just
Magikarp
one-
could just
Wrong.
fucking die. It could just die at any moment.
Particularly when you put the snow mountain background on, it's a Magikarp swimming through the mountains. Like, what is there not to love about that? Yeah,
Lots.
being facetious, but
But it's a joke, right?
I don't know,
It's a
there's-
joke, and it's just weird that the Pokemon Company has put out a lot of mobile games versus like Nintendo proper,
Yeah.
and they're all very weird things like this.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I fully acknowledge that this game.
You're not on
Is it-
trial. You're not on trial.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes, he
good.
is.
President Comey, did you or did you not say Horka Borga Borga?
Oh god, I spent 3 hours listening to that today.
I
Yeah,
watched it
that's
all and I
amazing.
actually enjoyed it. It was great watching Senator
I-
McCain melt down like that. That was fantastic.
Side note, CJ, the best part of that whole trial was about the chairs.
Yes!
That's a whole. Did you like the part about the chairs?
Yes!
The chairs down here are more comfortable than the ones up there. I made a joke about furniture shopping that Trump should take whoever was asking the questions furniture shopping for new Senate chairs, but that's a whole other story. But anyway,
The great
yeah, Magikarp Jump. Get on it. It's amazing.
No.
And it'll make you feel like you're on trial.
I'm not. Oh,
Defend the
no,
fact that
I'm
you wasted
so
your
joking,
you
Bryce.
defend
You know I'm
defend the
joking.
fact that you are using your internet that is rationed to download and play this piece of shit. Do it now.
Anyway, something if you are, well, none of us are Australian, but if you are Australian and listen to this, one thing that you should do is go to Audible right now, download the audio series. It's a 6-parter, and they're about, I don't know, 15 to 20-minute episodes, and listen to a show called Listen to Love. And that show, it's about, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, it's a 6-part mini series. Words are difficult, hard, and about marriage equality and how we should achieve marriage equality. Yes, that is still an argument that we have to have in this country. Woo! Who's next?
I don't know. Who's next?
But
I don't know, Dale. Who's next?
It is well produced. That sidebar though, it is well produced, and it does kind of. It is one-sided. I will say that, because I don't know. Me being me, I can kind of play devil's advocate a little. Of course, I'm in support of it. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't present for a mini-series to be about a subject. It's a little one-sided on that front, if that makes sense.
I mean, that's something I have. Real talk here. It's something I kind of have an issue with these kind of discussions. Anyway, it's like there is not a lot of give and take with these kind of debates. It is you should see my way, and that's all there is to it. I'm guilty of that as well.
Yeah.
But I'm stating that if you're wanting to actually have a debate is two sides. A debate is not just this is what I believe you should do it.
Karen, did you just burp?
All right, who's next?
No.
No, and to reply to that, I think, and that's very, very true, and I catch myself all the time doing it, particularly on GLS, is kind of trying not to have...
You mean it's hard to have a debate when you're the only person talking? I get that.
I know, but as a person who's meant to present both sides of an argument, it's kind of hard sometimes to present that other side of the argument if you disagree with it so much.
Reporter bias is reporter bias. It's as simple as that. I mean, it's always going to be.
Yeah, and I'm upfront about my biases. That's
yeah.
And that's the important part.
Hey, that's the reason why we had to end our election night coverage so soon instead of hearing the end of it, because I could not keep the reporter bias hidden any longer.
Oh, that went immediately downhill after you left that, by the way. It was kind of like I was sitting on the end of that going, oh my god, 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 oh my god. Anyway, apart from that, who hasn't won yet? Hey, Brad, what have you been up to?
Oh, wow. I've been,
Yeah, I haven't forgotten about you.
Do you know how they say, like, go get your education, you don't have to be working outside doing manual labor?
Uh-huh.
Nope. Because currently right now, I work as a computer tech. I'm supposed to just fix broken stuff. But since we're closing down one of our schools and moving that single grade level over to another school and shifting the grade level there to the other school, we have to pick up all the computers and inventory everything. Take it, it's not like a 5A school. It's not 1,000 students. But still, it's like we still have stuff from like 2010. So the older the computer, the heavier the weight.
Yeah.
And yeah, and we had to pull VGA cables out of the ceiling, so we had to send one of the techs upstairs or up into the attic. And I'm just like, please don't fall through the ceiling. Please don't fall through the ceiling.
Okay, I mean, I'm guilty of this as well, and I've been in that kind of situation. I always think this is like, all right, cool. I am obviously an out of shape individual. Why the hell did you pick me to do this shit?
Oh no. There's someone else went up in the attic than me, but I have had my fair share of getting on top of the ladder and saying take down a projector, running some cable. And I had this I was out on a site, and one of the little kids like, oh, I know what he's going to do next. He's going to jump on the table.
It's like,
because these little kids are watching wrestling, and he was expecting me to do a like
Oh jeez.
jump on the table.
A backflip or something? Like what was?
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, work is work. I'm starting my vacation today.
Yay.
I don't go back.
Yeah.
I don't go back until June 19th. Holy crap!
Nice.
So you'll have
Very
plenty of
nice.
time to prepare for episode number 200. Wait, why am I saying that? CJ, what you should be saying that?
Yeah, you'll have plenty of time to get ready for episode 200 next week.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
You could say it's the show's birthday.
You could, in fact.
Oh no!
You'd be wrong.
No,
No!
you can't say that. It's not really the show's birthday.
No, that's in January.
That is in January. It's its
Yes.
anniversary. Aha.
Yeah, it's just a
I
big
know what you're
number,
trying to
Carrie.
do, and I don't appreciate it.
Alright, in my off time, I've been getting into The Expanse. I'm like a few episodes in, and I just love the tech in there.
Damn it! I had my finger on the button. Why wasn't I quicker with that? God damn it.
That's what she
Has
said!
anyone else seen The Expanse?
No.
I have
Nope.
not.
Can't say I have.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
No,
it's
I've heard,
pretty
I've heard
much
good things though.
yes. Pretty much what it is. You've got Earth and Mars. There's a colony on Mars. They need water, so they send a bunch of people, miners.
But I've
to,
heard-
I believe it's Jupiter.
I've heard Mars needs moms, not water.
No. No, we're not ever doing that.
Wow,
I'm
that was
just.
an
I'm definitely
Okay.
wrong.
obscure one.
We-
you
we-
just-
Oh!
we
Y'all go
fixed
fuck
that.
yourselves, alright?
That's mean.
Okay.
Wow.
That was mean.
So yeah, so they're off by Jupiter, and they're bringing in these asteroids of ice, and they ship them over back to what they call the belt, and then they ship it to Mars, to Earth, because they need resources. But the whole thing is that people are living in these low gravity areas, and they've been there for like 100 years. So over time, they tend to grow taller and like lankier because of the low gravity. And they show one of them on Earth suffering because he's not used to the Earth's gravity. They have to put them in a water tank so they can just breathe.
Yeesh.
And yeah, right now there's a lot of like, okay, conspiracy. There's something going on, but you don't know what because you're just getting bits and pieces from every side.
That's cool.
And it's very space. I mean, it's space, duh. But the tech that they use in it, like all the things that, like, okay, so we're gonna use this. There's a little bird that they show that's just flapping in midair because of the low gravity.
That's been taken off the App Store, though.
Oh, what gravity? Hang on, what?
No,
Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird.
Oh, Flappy Bird.
Oh,
That's two obscure things in a row.
I started the coworker of
He was in a
mine
row.
told me about that he finished the Office, all 9 seasons of it, and he really enjoyed it. So I watched the first episode of the Office, and it's just like, oh wow, this is Office Space the series.
That first season is especially like brutal.
It is.
Yeah.
Just in terms
That
of
season's
being
a little
like
rough.
I couldn't
heavy
get through.
punches.
I couldn't get through the first
Yes,
season.
that first episode is kind of hard.
in like the second season, like The Office and Parks and Rec both kind of have this turn in the second season
Yes.
for the better, I'd probably say.
Where they don't overdo it as much.
Yeah, it's Michael Scott being less mean and being more dumb. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
how had you not seen The Office yet, though?
When I first
I haven't
saw it,
seen
I
The
mean,
Office either, so don't feel bad.
it came out in
Oh, you're in Australia,
05.
that's okay.
I was 18 and I was young, I was stupid, and I didn't know what good TV was.
Wow, apparently I'm young, stupid, and don't know what good television is. All right.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, you're just Australian, Dale. It's fine.
It's true, you are in
let's see.
Australia. You get a
You
handicap.
didn't have The Office in there? Don't you have your own version of The Office?
No,
No.
that's the UK.
Don't.
That's the English.
Well, the UK
That's-
created it, but then they created like 5 other versions. There's like the US version and the Mexican
Is
version
there?
and the.
The Mexican
I don't know.
version. I want to watch the Mexican.
Hello,
version.
hello,
I don't
Pesita!
watch the Mexican version now.
Next written review: The Office Mexican Edition.
Ole!
So since
Brazilian
I've just
version.
been lifting computers all day, moving labs and all that, I've had a chance to catch up on some podcasts, and I've been listening to weird things. So when is the episode that they put you up in a lawn chair and send you up with balloons?
Oh.
When the Patreon hits that goal, baby.
Oh,
$5,000 an episode. I'll get in a chair strapped to balloons. How about that?
The upside
How
is
much
you only
money
get in
do I
trouble
have?
of it in
Are you
Canada.
I think we can have a Kickstarter for that.
Yeah, right.
Get Bryce into suborbit.
So Bryce is gonna make me. So what? How this is gonna work is Bryce is gonna make me cry 20 minutes into weird things. I don't know how I feel about this.
No, the modern rogue. It's going to be next episode. Modern Rogue. How to get your friends into
Into suborbit.
to violate U.S. airspace.
Oh Jesus! Wow.
It's the flying rogue.
So yeah, I'm a few episodes back. I think yesterday I was listening to the one about the snake in the Taiwanese internet cafe.
Oh, in the cafe. Oh my God! If you should go and see the YouTube video for that.
I did see the YouTube video. It freaked everyone in the office out.
It's bonkers. That snake the snake flies, right? It like lunges into the air. It's
And the poor kid gets drop kicked.
Yes, that's right.
By the guy, he goes full horizontal and just like.
All right, apparently I have to watch a YouTube video here, you guys.
Okay, I'll get you the video.
Because I am lost as hell right now.
Here.
Right?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not going to watch it on the show, Raul.
looking up-
Jesus.
Sorry, I'm looking at different versions of The Office, and apparently there was a Chilean version of The Office.
There was.
Haha.
There's a French version, a
Canada
German version, a Canadian version, and an
version.
Israeli version.
Israeli version.
No Mexican.
watch
though.
that.
I was wrong. I was mistaken.
Hey,
All
Chilean
right.
is.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been. Oh, and Dare reminded me
Swedish.
that I've been going pretty crazy on Magikarp. I haven't spent any money yet.
Neither have
You can
I.
spend money on it.
You
Yes,
can spend
you
money.
can
Yeah,
spend
of
money
course
on
you
it.
can spend money on it.
They do a cool.
It's a mobile game.
The thing is, the thing is because it's run through Japan, they have this really cool thing where you can they will only let you spend so much money per month.
Yes.
That's cool.
I love that in Japan and Japanese games. It's that mobile transaction games will literally. It's only legal to be able to spend so much a month. That is
Sorry,
fantastic.
Josh heard that you can spend money in Magikarp Jump and decided to leave. Oh no, here he is.
Came back.
Get back.
This is the Chilean office version of him, El Joshua.
Joshua.
So that's pretty much it. Right now, I'm on my. Let me have a Magikarp update real quick.
Oh god.
Do we have to?
Do we have
Yes.
to? I'm not even doing that. By the way, I would give Magikarp Jump a 3 out of 5. Just putting that out there.
You are wrong.
I
I
am
rarely
On
say
my
that.
Gen.
Wow.
I rarely say that. You are wrong, sir.
I am on my Gen 7th
I'm on my
Magikarp,
Gen
and I'm
10.
in. Oh, you've been playing a little bit longer than I have.
So you're on the Alolan Magikarp.
I catch the bus every
Oh.
single day. I have to have something to do on the bus.
You can catch Magikarps with different patterns, and you collect them. And as they grow, their patterns become more vibrant, or not more vibrant, more distinct. But they're still just white and orange.
Hey, bro, have you got the golden one?
No, I haven't gotten it. You? Have you
I
gotten it?
have a guess what I called it.
What did you call it? Godine.
I called it the Golden Girl.
Golden Girl.
That's a good one, though. Golden Girl.
So you should have just called it Betty.
No. What?
Betty White.
Betty White was on Golden Girls.
Oh, Betty White.
Ha!
You have to explain that, Jake?
That took a while to digest.
You can even use your Australianism for that
Yeah.
excuse.
No, yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, my turn to pick someone. Let's go with Jared.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Apparently,
So, yeah,
people are
cool.
upset that I've called them wrong about video games, and now I get to go last.
Josh isn't gone either.
Josh doesn't know.
Oh yeah, Josh is here. Hi, Josh.
Maybe
Let
we'll
me-
surprise you.
You know who's going next. But anyway.
So Katie and I started The Queen, that show on the Netflix. Came out a while back, but we never
Is that the
watched
one
it,
with
but
Haley
no.
Atwell on it?
No.
That's The Crown.
That would-
Sorry.
I'd be for. Oh yeah, The Crown. You're right.
I wasn't
yeah,
even.
I was-
The Queen.
I wasn't
The
even
Queen
being
is the movie.
facetious.
The Crown is the show.
I wasn't even being
bad.
facetious. I was like, I think one of those has Haley Atwell in it, and I know you have this thing about Haley Atwell.
Haley Atwell is not in The Crown, at least not in the first 2 episodes.
Hey guys, breaking news. There's a new Magikarp jump update.
I just
Very
updated
important
right now.
Call CNN. Why is CNN not running this? There's a Magikarp jump update available.
Jump date, if you will.
All the
Can
ADP.
confirm it.
It's not fake
Confirm
news.
AP.
It's definitely
sources.
not. It is not fake news. I am the source.
I am the hype.
So the Crown is good.
All right, Vegeta, calm down.
Good. It's like everyone, they just like, hey, let's do some great acting stuff and put all these great actors together and let them do their thing, and it's good so far. Watched the first 2 episodes. I give it 2 thumbs up. Also, since I bought a Stars subscription through Amazon to watch Amazon Gods. American Gods.
Well, I mean,
Well.
Hey, to each his own. I also started Ash vs. Evil Dead because, now I can watch that with my Star subscription.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that show is amazing.
Right?
It's wonderful. It is a wonderful, campy, gory, weird, funny show. And Bruce Campbell is a national treasure, and everyone should appreciate him. So,
We do.
Ash vs.
We
Evil Dead.
do.
It is incredible. If you got the Stars, or you want to, I think the first 2 seasons are available for purchase now.
Yeah, they're on.
Go check it out.
They're on the Amazon for purchase.
Unless you're just really squeamish about gore, because it's way over the top.
Yeah.
But it's such ridiculous gore that it's not really like gross or anything. It's just so over the top.
It's so
But in the
weird.
best.
Buckets of corn,
you know.
corn syrup.
Just buckets and buckets and buckets.
Yes. Somebody
And
gets their
it's
head
funny
chopped
'cause,
off and
like-
like 13 gallons flies out. It's like.
Yeah, they'll do practical effects most of the time, and they look just awesome. And they're just, and you just yay, fun times. And then they'll throw in some computer generated CGI stuff, and you're like, man, it doesn't look as good. Like, bring back the practical stuff. That looks so much better.
Yeah, the practical
show.
stuff is great in movies because it keeps the movie from aging very badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. CGI doesn't age well.
No.
Just, yeah, there's plenty of examples of
Spot
that.
the green screen line.
I don't know what you mean. Why does that man look like a weird jelly man? And we got a new Raspberry Pi running the Geek.io SmackDown site. So congratulations, everyone.
Yay.
Cool.
It's we're now running on a Raspberry Pi 3. Super speedy and snappy. It does its calculations and in seconds. It's super great. And then what to do with my old Raspberry Pi? I turned it into an NES. So, there's that.
Oh, there you go. As you should have.
RetroPie.
Oh,
It's a cool
what do
thing.
you
You
use
just
as?
download the image. RetroPie. RetroPie
No.
is the
What are you using as a controller?
just a USB standard controller that I got off Amazon for $15.
Okay.
With it's a standard gaming controller. USB, you just plug it in and it detects it and you set your buttons and you go to town.
Is it a?
They do sell like
Is it a
NES.
retro style, like one of these Super NES ones that I got?
No, I want one like
Nice.
that.
Wow, you had
Uh.
that standing by. Look at you go.
It is at my desk. Settle down.
Settle down. Wow.
No,
Okay, I was.
Mine looks more like a PS3 controller. Or
But
PS3.
I'm not on trial.
It's got like the.
I'm not on trial though, so I'll settle down.
It's got the two knobbies. It's got the two knobbies, and it's got the D-pad and the ABC, ABXY, and the triggers. And but no, I want to get a SNES classic like you have there. I've had my eye on it, but you know, I only have one USB slot, so it's not like we can do 2-player games or anything.
No.
It's the other,
There's only
the
one
other one is
USB slot
occupied
on
by
the Pi?
on mine. It's the old one was a Pi 1. It has two USB slots. One has the controller plugged in, and the other one has a USB stick that has all of the
Totally,
Loaded on
totally
it.
legal games on it.
Yes, games.
The
Games.
cartridges that you legally own.
Yes.
yeah, the copies of the cartridges that I legally own.
Boing. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah,
Has all the boing on it.
it's fine.
So it's been fun. I introduced the kids to some Super Mario World. They had some fun, and Turtles in Time, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4. Reese was all about that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, TMNT. It was fun.
I am
We've
so
been having fun
excited.
with it. Also got some GBA games working on it, so I've been playing a lot of Advance Wars because I missed that game.
Oh, I missed that game too.
So good.
It's so fun, and it's still fun. Holds up. Totally
Rumor
holds
is
up.
they're coming out with one of those for the Switch. I am excited for those rumors.
Yeah. And I've also got Earthbound and Fire Emblem in the queue. I haven't gotten to those yet, but they're there, just waiting for me.
Which Fire
'Cause
Emblem?
I don't
Naturally,
play
of
games
course,
that
you're.
the one that was on the GBA.
Oh, okay.
It was just called Fire Emblem, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it's probably like Fire Emblem 6 in Japan. but-
It's I think that one. I think that one is. I think actually that one. I think is Fire Emblem 6. Now that I'm thinking about it.
See, I know these things.
There's like
Of
17
course,
Fire
scientific
Emblems.
experience.
It's redunculous, in the best way.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but that's how it goes.
Speaking of being ridiculous in the best way, Josh, what have you been doing?
Yeah, I'm Lance.
Ah. I enjoy your segue. It makes me happy. I ain't done shit.
Sweet, CJ, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
No, like Carrie touched on, we had our mates over from New Zealand, which was really good times because that particular half of the dynamic duo from New Zealand that we know has not been over here in 5 years. So it was real good to catch up with them. We spent the vast majority of the time basically a little bit of culture swapping. We'd show them, horribly American restaurants. We took them to one of the movie theaters that have the reclining chairs that you can order actual food.
Ooh.
Wait, they
We
have
have
those
one.
things?
We have one of
Those-
those
those
here.
things-
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
hold on. Wait, everybody, shut up. Where's that at?
Tyrone Mall. Have you not been to the Cobb?
No. What?
Yeah, Cobb Luxury. Reclining chairs and a full kitchen.
Yeah, Bryce, they
Sneaky.
don't have draft houses, Alamo draft houses in Florida, I guess.
No, there you go.
They
No.
definitely don't have them in
I-
Alabama. I can tell you that
The
much.
buffalo chicken dip is amazing.
Wow. Okay, we need to bookmark that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, well, if there's anything remotely decent playing while you're here in August, we'll totally make a day of it.
Dude.
Let's look at the SmackDown. Let's look at the SmackDown and see what's coming out in August, shall we?
Right? You see like
But,
bacon.
But yeah, so they brought over some nice Kiwi treats. Showed us a few fantastic Kiwi memes. When you guys have the opportunity, look up No Beersies and Ghost Chips.
Ghost what?
They are
Ghost
Ghost Chips.
chips
Ghost
with the same.
That's the one where Eric Estrada dies on camera.
Yikes. That went dark.
Wow, well done on that reference, though. Well done.
She's just pulling them out tonight.
And those are actually
He's got them all.
New Zealand anti-drunk driving ads,
Hashtag chips, bitch.
Hashtag chip, bitch.
and they're fantastic because apparently New Zealand used to have these like super straight-laced, practically violent anti-drunk driving ads. And they just kind of totally switched gears to these really lighthearted, kind of silly almost, and they're really great to watch.
Gears.
Gears. We have a lot. Our ads are still violent on drunk driving. It's strange.
Do they do that thing where they go the fire department takes a wrecked vehicle, they flip it over, and they like have like a mock accident where someone's laying there on the street and on the ground, and they're like, yeah, trying to traumatize you as much as possible.
Right. Scare tactics.
Yeah, those always work.
Because those work.
Well, that was why New Zealand changed their gears, because it wasn't doing much. But outside of that, we went and saw Wonder Woman the other night. Great movie.
I'm probably going to watch it this weekend.
Until we do a proper ranking review, I guess. I don't know, but...
Episode 201, right? Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So I'll save my opinions on that until then. I've been playing Magikarp Jump as well, unfortunately. It's a good time waster. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be playing it for, because I just don't stick well with mobile games. I've played most of the major ones that people claim is, super addicting, and they hold my attention for about a week or so, and then I forget and just wind up uninstalling the app because I just don't give a shit.
Likewise, the only mobile game that has held my attention was Pocket Politics back last year. I don't think Magikarp Jump holds this staying power.
Oh, not at all.
You don't think so?
But yeah, I mean, it's a nice little waste of time distraction if I'm like waiting in queue for a game of League or something like that. Toss a few jumps in. It's like, okay, something to waste time with.
There's a lot more better things to play, Josh. You don't have to play League.
That's fair.
I'll give you that one, Raul. Good job.
Wow, Raul with the burns. Look at you go. They grow up so fast.
I mean, I can't hop on the Overwatch bandwagon because I can't do first-person shooters. They just make me horribly nauseous. Thanks, Dad.
I think I would like to see you play Overwatch with literally any character but Soldier 76. I say that because Rachel's the same way, and she could play the hell out of Overwatch.
Well, maybe. I mean, I'll give it a shot. We can.
I mean, I have it here at the house for when you come over, and you can give it a run. Soldier 76 is very. I mean, he's Call of Duty. He is Call of Duty the person. So like, the bounty screen and everything. So, but I mean, Rachel could play the hell out of Tracer, which surprises me because she bounces around a lot. She likes Widowmaker, and she gets really.
Widowmaker's just a sniper, so.
Yeah, she gets super violently.
Spot.
So, I mean, like...
What about you, Bryce? Have you jumped on the Overwatch bandwagon?
I haven't played much since launch, but I really like it. It's really fantastic. I would play a lot of Soldier 76 because he's a very straightforward character.
Yeah.
And he's got fast bullets, which a lot of the other characters don't necessarily have. But
he's I believe.
Yeah. So I keep wanting to get back into it because they keep adding characters and maps and all sorts of modes and stuff.
Double EXP this weekend.
As time goes on and it becomes a more popular game, I keep worrying that it's going to be like every other online multiplayer game, and that I'm just going to constantly be outclassed in terms of game skill. But
you can always buy your way back to the top.
What? No, it doesn't work at all in this game.
No,
this isn't Hearthstone. Jesus.
Look at Josh go! Wow.
This isn't Hearthstone or Heroes of the Storm. No, you can't buy your way to the top. Anything that comes in the boxes is cosmetic.
You see, what you could do instead of buying your way to the top is... Oh, never mind. Moving on.
Yeah, sleeping your way to the top works. I've tried. And then Tracer came out of the closet. So there you go, girls. You're happy. Be happy.
For the record, I didn't say that. CJ did. Anyway, moving along.
But yeah, other than that, nothing too terribly exciting. Work hasn't been much of anything this past week because I haven't been working much. I found one of my old Transformers.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Oh wow.
That's an incarnation of Sideswipe from a line called, I think it was Alternators, where they basically took a bunch of accurate sports cars and made a Transform out of them. Like this one is a Dodge Viper.
Transformers Alternators is what that series is called? They were called Transformers. Just
I'm not saying it's the most witty line ever. It's just probably one of the oldest ones I have at this point. My parents actually got it for me as a joke gift one Christmas, because back in the day when I was a much younger man, I was super obsessed with the Dodge Viper, which is what the alt mode for this Sideswipe is. He's usually a Lamborghini, but so this one is a Dodge Viper, and my parents got it for me saying, "This is the only Viper you're ever going to have."
Dude, jeez.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Shots fired from Josh's parents.
guys.
Wow. Ouch.
But yeah, robots
Never
make
give
me
up the
happy.
dream.
Yay, robots.
You know what else makes me happy?
What?
CJ,
Oh, I know.
what have you been up to?
Shut up, baby. I know it. So, all right. You know how we all collectively hated Sausage Party last week, right?
Ooh.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I found a movie that I hate more.
We're not watching it.
No, we're not.
We're not
I
watching
can't do this. So Trolls came on Netflix, and
God.
my kids saw it, and fuck. All right, you both.
Jared Azevedo and CJ, fight! Go!
You both have
I
had
wanna
really
see
great
this.
days. All right, let's watch Trolls.
If
You
you don't like
guys.
Trolls, it's fine, but saying that it's worse than Sausage Party is not accurate.
No, it is
And
completely
it
accurate.
even remotely.
It is completely accurate. The entire time, I mean, first of all, nice oral sex joke that they made in the middle of it. You know, the Justin Timberlake troll looks at the Anna Kendrick troll and goes, "It's okay. Sometimes men go into other men's mouths and never come out." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Hold on.
Dating in the 21st century.
Animated movies have had adult jokes
I know,
for
but like
a decade now.
I wasn't expecting it out of the
Longer.
fucking trolls.
You could say the movie trolled you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But like, therefore, like about halfway through the movie, I'm like, I literally need alcohol to make this movie bearable. So I went and I went to Total Wine and More. I don't know if it's a national chain or not, but as you can accept, it's a giant alcohol store. And I picked up some. I think it's like called like Two Michaels or something like that. Two Michaels cider, and they have a mango cider, and I wanted to try a mango cider, so I picked up that.
Ooh.
And it's delicious.
Fancy.
It's delicious, and it
Drink it
made
with your
Trolls
piggy.
bearable.
That's interesting.
Are you two gonna have to
Oh god.
orchestrate a cider exchange here?
Yeah, well,
He's already got some recorder legs, so.
yeah. I
okay.
sent you a Facebook invite about stuff for tomorrow, and I in fact said, "Hey, bring alcohol." So
Bring alcohol. We're watching Trolls.
No, we're playing board games tomorrow. But so like I see there's like 15 minutes left in the movie, and I still have a quarter of another beer or a quarter of another cider left. I'm like, "Hey Rachel, let's take a drink every time they say the word happy. The movie's almost over." Jesus, I killed my drink in 5 minutes.
Wow!
I stood up and I'm like,
Liking
"Oh, holy shit! I don't drink this much when I play Bloodborne. Oh my god." Yeah, the one thing I'll give it is like I mean, Justin Timberlake is one of the best voices of our generation. I mean, whether or not you like his kind of music, the timbre of his voice is one of the best ones in this current generation of music. So any opportunity to hear JT sing, cool, awesome. That Sunshine in My Pocket song, catchy as hell. So cool. Anna Kendrick, I thought she could do no wrong. Until I saw this movie.
I'm actually surprised that you didn't like Trolls.
No, and so did I. Like, and for anybody who's like, "Oh, he's a grumpy dude," no, I'm one of the biggest Disney fans that I know. Like, I love kids movies and I love animation, and like this movie was just almost offensive to me.
You see, I'm nervous.
Yeah,
to
no, it
watch
doesn't surprise me
Trolls.
that they didn't like it, but the call it worse than Sausage Party, I can't.
The kids loved
I can't.
it.
That is a false.
The
That is an
kids
inherently
loved
false statement.
the kids loved the hell out of it. So after that, I washed it down with some Bloodborne.
My kids love it too.
I've been playing a lot of Bloodborne lately, you guys. Like a lot of Bloodborne lately. To the point where I'm starting to get a following on Twitch about, hey, he's playing Bloodborne again. Let's go make fun of him. And at this point, I'm just calling my streams, I'm bad at Bloodborne. And I am. I'm really bad at Bloodborne, but it's fun. And like on Monday night last week, I did a drinking stream of it. I'm going to do the same thing on Monday night again this coming week. And I do it like a quote-unquote drinking stream. Other times, like I had one today because I'm working from home and I took my lunch hour and played some Bloodborne. So I'm like, hey, I'm drinking soda and coffee, but, you know, European people or drunk by noon people, go ahead and drink.
Drunk by noon people.
So I want to give a shout out to Chris, and you know who he is. He's the man, and got me through a part where I just kept dying over and over and over again to the point where I was actually starting to get legitimately frustrated. So, which doesn't really happen in this game very often. Like the Dark Souls games, which same people published it, different people programmed it. Dark Souls games, I hate them. I hate the Dark Souls games. They are slow, they are plotting, they are ridiculous. Like, it is literally hold up a shield, wait for the guy to come, block, dodge, stab, block, dodge, stab, block, dodge, stab. That's Dark Souls in a nutshell. This actually has a really fast-paced combat where you actually have to think on your feet, and I really like that. It is really fluid, and I'm actually not bad at it, except for this one level where I was really bad at it. So yeah, but other than that, like, I'm having a ton of fun with it. I'm having so much fun. I can't wait for me to beat this game and pick up Neo, because Neo is basically Ninja Gaiden Bloodborne, and I'm all for that. I can't wait to be a ninja and do magic.
Have you tried
a white ninja?
Whoa.
Have I tried what?
Have you tried Let It Die on the PlayStation?
I have
Let It
not.
Die?
I've heard a lot about it. I have not tried it out yet. No.
I really dug that, and the sense that because I haven't played any of the Souls games or Bloodborne, but the sense that I get is that it's a very similar sort of game, but it is free to play, and the free to play hooks are actually really lenient, and it has sort of that Soulsy style gameplay of like being an action slasher, but also there's like a permadeath element of having different character slots and building up different characters and getting different tiers of characters. You should look into that. Also, it has an amazing soundtrack.
Ooh, I will. I am going to install that right now, because I can do that for my computer.
Check it out.
Thank you, PlayStation, for letting me do things for my computer. I really like that. Yeah, I will. I'm installing that. Yeah, confirm purchase. Do it. Hey, there's nudity.
There's boobies.
Sold.
A little bit. Also, by the way, if for no other reason, the character that sort of leads you through the game is called Uncle Death, and he is a skateboarding skeleton.
Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So, Adult Sans?
Is that
okay?
Did you just give away the nudity? Is because the skeleton's nude?
No, it's not. No, I think
talk
it's
about a
probably
boner.
Nudity
it's
spoilers.
because I think your characters start off wearing underwear basically when they don't have any equipment.
There you go.
Interesting. Yeah, it's downloading right now. I will check that out.
Awesome.
So thank you. I didn't realize I was free to play. That's the reason why I kind of overlooked it, because I don't typically buy games when they're brand new unless it's a game that I know I'm going to like. So like I didn't know it was free. So that's awesome.
Yeah. The only thing I would say is like it has some free to play strategies that you should be aware of. So like there's like a rating sort of element like in like Clash of Clans or whatever. So you kind of like don't want to have too much money at one time because that makes you a target. You know, you want to keep stuff in your like welcome box as long as you can so you don't keep it all in your wallet essentially.
Okay.
You know, little things like that you know, it would be good to check out like a new player's guide or an FAQ or something.
Okay. Yeah, I will check that out. Yeah, so I've been trying to stream more, and it's started to count because I've noticed like for some reason we've like tripled the amount of people that we have following us on Twitch. So
There you go.
I'm like, I looked at the number one day and I'm like, that's a pretty big number. I should probably stream more.
Welcome, new people.
Yeah, go figure. For some reason, the internet really likes watching people play video games, whether they're good at them or not.
I know. Like I had at one time at my peak, I had like 6 people watching me play Bloodborne today at noon. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? But sure, hi, how you doing?
And also if you do a lot of the same stuff, you kind of get a level of retention because people like to know, oh, you're a Bloodborne streamer, you're a speedrun person, you do these sorts of things.
Yeah.
You know, being variety sort of works against you in that sense if you try to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So speaking of doing a lot of stuff, I picked up Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Verluria, or whatever the hell it's called. Verluria.
Shadows of
Yeah, Shadows of Vol. And like it is a remake of I think the second Fire Emblem game, but enhanced incredibly, like enhanced so much to a point where you can't even really tell that it's a remake unless you know that. It fixes a lot of the things that like could have been that went wrong in the previous games. Like there's no more weird ass weapon durability. There's no more like they got rid of the Phoenix mode from Awakening, but they kept the casual mode, and the casual mode is actually, you know, it's not bad. I'm actually playing on casual mode instead of normal because I want to actually experience the storyline and not, you know, beat my head against the wall. Nuzlocke are for after you beat the game.
Filthy casual.
I know. I have no shame on that one. But I mean, it's a lot of fun, and the cool thing is they actually put a dungeon crawling mode into it instead of just going from fight to fight to fight. Like you can explore dungeons in like third-person view, and it is really, really cool. Yeah, since we're not doing a lot of reviews lately, since we played Mario Kart last week and E3 is this week, I'm going to talk about a new game that I'm playing on here. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. It's a really fucking cool game, and also is the first Fire Emblem that is fully 100% voice acted. I'm talking everybody from your main characters to the freaking villagers. Everybody has a voice in that game.
Wow.
And,
Damn, that's ambitious.
and they are good voices. It is not just a person going, "Hey, I'm here too," or for the two
Welcome to
people.
Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. I like swords.
Exactly.
Welcome to Corneria. I like swords.
Or for the two people here that watch the same thing I do. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That also makes sense.
Love you, Grant. So yeah, I freaking love it. It's a really, really cool game. If you have the new 3DS, where you actually have the C stick on it, you can look behind you and do like you have full control of how you look in the dungeons. It's really, really cool. So I sold a bunch of my books back to Amazon, and Rachel and I have been looking at getting a Retron 5 for a while now, and guess what I'm getting?
Yeah.
Do it.
Retron 5 real good.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's happening as soon as the money gets in here from the books that are being traded in. So yeah, unlike Jazz, who has questionable methods, I actually am gonna have to have cartridges. I
Oh, and I just sold mine like 3 years ago. All of them.
Is like
Stacks.
I am looking forward to introducing my children. My children are all like, "Yeah, these old games are great, Daddy," and like looking at Shovel Knight, thinking that's an old game, and I'm like, "Oh man, you guys, you guys are gonna have a rude awakening when I pop karate into the NES slot."
Speaking of Shovel Knight, CJ, I didn't notice that they had updated the PC version already with Spectre Knight.
Yeah.
Spectre Knight is so great.
I know. She's on the Switch. She's a she on mine. She's on the Switch one. The old one is.
Yeah. And speaking of kids and old games, I turned on TMNT 2, the arcade game for my kids. I'm like, what? Why do they look so weird?
We had to use our imagination back in the day, kids.
Oh, there's balls rolling down the stairs. They're obstacles.
I'm gonna have I'm gonna record AJ. I'm gonna record AJ playing the OG TMNT game for NES. That is gonna be something I'm gonna put.
That game.
I'm gonna
Why?
put.
That game's cool.
Because I'm a parent and I can do that.
CJ, just don't make them play Battletoads for your amusement.
No,
please.
no. I actually thought about that because we're getting retro and Battletoads is on my list, and then I watched Team 4 Stars stream on Tuesday, and I'm like, yeah, Battletoads fucking sucks, you guys.
That game's just an a-hole.
Well, like anybody who cares to go to youtube.com/TFS Gaming. And like Monday, they did a drinking game to Battletoads. Every time they died, they got up to 105 drinks. Yeah.
Still alive?
Yeah. Well, after they finished the game, they sat and just drank water for 45 minutes and talked to the people that were live. Like, because one of them goes to stand up and goes, "Yeah, we need to just kind of sit here and talk to the crowd for a little bit."
I cannot wait to watch that.
Yeah, Kaiser goes to stand up and goes, "Yeah, okay, yeah, how you doing, chat?" I don't need to go to the bathroom that badly.
Woo!
So I'm looking into a bunch of retro games that I'm gonna buy. I have a short list of games that I want to pick up. Retro games are expensive, man. Like, I went to go look up.
Yeah, they are.
I went to go look up
That's why I sold mine.
Mega Man X, and Mega Man X for the PS or for the SNES is $35 minimum. Like, Jesus, man. It's only acceptable. Like. I can see why people resort to piracy for their retro games.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
yeah,
I could understand that too.
So, other than that, playing a lot of Overwatch lately. The anniversary stuff is still going on. Double EXP this weekend is good stuff. And also got back into Final Fantasy XIV because next week is Stormborn. Which introduces the Samurai and Red Mage classes, which I played.
So they're introducing that in the middle of E3, or they're releasing it.
Yep.
During E3.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I guess it was hey, we don't want to have this looming over us at E3. We can actually just get this out and kind of move on and announce the next thing, because there is a Final Fantasy XIV presence there, according to Yoshi. So,
quick question: do I need to buy to get the Red Mage?
You have to buy Stormblood. Yes. Yeah.
Does it come with a free month?
No. It is the $15, and you have to buy the game.
Though Final Fantasy XIV is now doing the unlimited free trial.
Yes. Yeah, they are. I thought they were doing the trial up to 30. That you said, Raul.
Well,
it's unlimited till 30, I believe.
Yeah. So.
Oh yes. Yeah, to level. Sorry, I thought you meant 30 days.
No, you have to-
because I was doing Final Fantasy 14 at the tail end of that time trial, and then I bought into it, and then they started the level cap trial instead, and I'm not playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14. I should check that I haven't re-upped. I don't think I've renewed, but I need to double check that.
Oh yeah, I've gotten in trouble back in the day with my WoW subscription. Wait, did I cancel that? Oh no.
Yeah, that's why I have mine on a 30-day prepaid card, like, or no, 60-day prepaid card, because that way, like, if the 60 days go by and like I'm not playing a lot at the time, okay, no big deal. So yeah, that's how I'm opting to play it, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with recurring charges and stuff like that.
Sure.
I'm really liking Final Fantasy 14. I thought I was out of MMOs. Oh, also, Elder Scrolls Online launched Morrowind expansion, and they ZeniMax gave it to me for a review on the PlayStation 4, and I did a stream of it last week, and I throw birds at people, which is fun.
Wow. Throw birds at people.
I throw lots of birds at people. For anybody who's played Morrowind, it's the stupid little cliff racers that like endlessly murder you, and you can never really lock onto them because they're up in the sky all the time and can swoop and just leave you really quick. Yeah, those things the new class can summon and throw at people, and it's great.
Wow.
I'm like, I throw birds.
Quite the foul tactic.
Yes, I throw birds. I throw birds. I throw birds. I'm just like, there's a segment of the stream where I'm just like screaming almost the top of my lungs. I'm throwing birds at these motherfuckers.
How do you
That's not
throw
the
birds? Is that a
costume.
skill? Is that an item?
Yeah, it's a spell. Like you summon this spectral bird and you just throw it at people. It's fantastic. I saw that was a
And you
skill
look
for the
like-
warden, and I'm like, there's no way I can not do that.
Hold the phone. You like throwing birds at people, but you don't like jumping Magikarp. I don't understand.
I'm not hitting people with a Magikarp.
Hey,
gotcha.
Fish slap.
Dale, I think I've got a cosplay idea for Dragon Con. A jumping magic.
That's a Magikarp.
I'll just
I
have
don't
this
think I
giant fabric Magikarp come in, and then I'll lie down and then try and jump.
Well, actually, that would make the.
But you have to
contender
jump on
game-
your side to be
Yeah.
totally accurate.
But that'll make you.
Yeah, but I'm
charging
just walking
into the
around like this with a Magikarp costume, and then I just flop forward and.
Hey, Ral, that would make you coming into the contender game drunk a whole lot more interesting. Just putting that out there.
Oh, no.
If you're in a Magikarp costume, just the contenders finally arrived. Like, as a Magikarp, that would be great.
Yes, I do tend to partake in the sinful.
Drink.
I cannot
Really?
wait. I cannot wait for Dragon Con with Dale. This is gonna be the greatest thing
I'm-
ever.
I'm nervous about that,
I'm
but
gonna
for
have to
other
hit up the
reasons.
parties for. I'm gonna have to hit up the parties with Dale. Like this is
Last time I drank at a con, it was PAX South.
You also went with Matt, and Matt not known for his greatest decisions. So yeah, that's it'll be a bit different this time.
Well, there's that, yeah.
I'm wondering. No, actually, no. On the contender night, it was the DKG, not DKG, Diamond Club. I partied with them.
Oh right,
Yeah.
they're not known for their
That's
good
awesome.
decisions either, right?
Right, Bryce?
That one
Right.
was. I don't think Bryce was there. I don't know where
Which,
he was. We went to the what's it called? The Red Door one, the one with the phone.
Oh wait, that was at Dragon Con?
Yeah, the speakeasy
Yes.
at Dragon Con.
The Speakeasy. Yes.
I was that might have been a night that I didn't go, but I usually went to the. I must have been
Yeah.
doing something else then, because I
Yeah,
tried
I
to go
think
to the
this
Red Door
was-
pretty much every time.
Yeah, I think this was Saturday night.
I hope that's a thing again this year
Yeah.
because I missed out on it last year. I want to do it this year.
If they're still open, when we went during Dragon Con last year, it sounded like they had just opened and were having a rough time of doing that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. Let's see who was there. I think it was Mech was there, Chimera, Justin was there, Hot Beverages, and I believe Curtis was also there.
Yeah, I don't. Man, yeah, I must not have been there. Especially if there was a contender game, I definitely wasn't there for any of that.
No, we did
This
contender
was
in the row.
The content
Raul
game
showed
happened
up
afterwards.
in the middle of our contender
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I came
Drunk,
in
and then jumped in.
Yeah,
And luckily the
we had
camera was rolling.
we had the beer tasting with the Rogues Brew, and then I was there.
Uh-huh.
No, Bob Callie. I was there drinking at the hotel in that little, I don't know, that little lobby area in the Hilton,
Uh-huh.
up like on floor 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was drinking vodka with him.
Oh,
Instead of filling my water bottle with water, I was filling it with vodka.
Oh god.
Good
Ah,
move. As long as you just gotta drink, responsibly, and then you're
Well,
good.
thank God I have travel
Well,
insurance.
It also helps that it's downtown Atlanta in the middle of summer, so you get rid of most of that alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
that's how
gonna
it
be
works.
great for me.
It looks like it's
God,
still
that's gonna be
open.
great for me.
It look the red phone booth. It looks like it's still open, and their site's
Oh, good.
still up. I can't see. I'm looking to see if they have any kind of like Facebook or anything like that.
For a speakeasy, they had an incredibly complicated way to get, because you would go. It was like a telephone booth, and you would punch in the right phone number, and it wasn't like an automatic like there's a speakeasy here in Austin that we go to, and it just has a punch pin lock outside, and it unlocks the door. But here you like have to get the right phone number and call, and then one of the bartenders has to stop what they're doing and open the door, or if there's a bouncer. But when
Yeah.
I know the nights that I was there, it was criminally understaffed. And so you would hear the phone ring and nobody could go open the door for them. It's pretty wild.
Yeah,
they probably didn't realize that Dragon Con brings in a lot of people.
Yeah, and if they're
Yeah, I
just
mean, I think-
recently opened, so they wouldn't have prepared for that.
Yeah, they're still open. They're still posting stuff today. So
Oh, cool.
we should talk to Justin and see if we can get something going and properly going there again.
I'm sure nobody remembers the phone number for it also.
Probably.
Oh, no, I
Also,
think
they
it
have no
changes.
idea. I also have
Oh,
no idea what
true.
a speakeasy is, so we'll move on from that.
It's a prohibition thing.
It's a bar. It's a hidden bar.
Ah, I gotcha.
Oh, well,
It's a
yeah.
secret
Speaking,
Eyes Wide Shut club.
Oh Jesus!
Bring your mask. Don't wear pants.
Magikarp mask will be a huge hit. Get on the floor, try to flop around.
You're also
That Magikarp
implying.
jump.
It's the
You're
AB.
also implying that.
I'm not joking
Oh,
with
God.
this. Thursday nights, there's this thing called the ABC party, and it's called the Anything But Clothes party. I've never been because that is definitely not my scene, but I just discovered that was a thing this year, and I'm like, that can't be a thing. Oh God, it's a thing!
Oh god, it's a thing. Just don't look at the photos at work. Just don't.
No.
Don't do that.
yeah. If it wasn't for a certain podcast track being right before one of the other panels, I would just peek the what was it? The BDS.
The BDS.
Oh yeah, the
panel.
BDSM panel used to be in the room that we had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The right after.
and we had a. I believe it was Justin that said we had a tradition of pissing off the
The BDSM.
pissing them off for going too long.
Oh, we always did because we
It
always
was
went long
great.
and get it. We always hung around the exterior because everyone wanted to talk, so we always hung out in the entrance while
Yeah.
everyone was lining up and in their gear.
Well, it kind of wasn't our fault because the track before us went long as well, so it pushes everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't need to get their leather in a twist on that.
No, actually, can you get leather in a twist? I
Ah.
don't.
It's a strap.
Ask them.
Oh Jesus, you guys! It's almost midnight.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
What did I tell
do
you?
want me to-
What did I tell you?
Skipping the rest of the show.
Do you want
we're
to
gonna...
go into my quiz?
Nope, we're gonna wrap it up. It is. We are big.
Really?
We'll save it for next time.
Yeah.
What's that?
I was gonna play. Transmit from Neshcom, but like, yeah, I just looked at the time. Like, all right, yeah.
Thanks, Bryce.
Certainly,
Wow,
it
we're just taking it out.
certainly it can't be.
Part
that,
of me was
oh.
wondering, do they normally go 2 hours or no? It was me. It was the curse. It was the Bryce curse.
Oh, please. It doesn't feel like we've been here for this
No,
long.
wonderful
it
talking
doesn't.
to you, Bryce.
It really is,
That's the
Bryce.
crazy
You've been great with us, and I really appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Where can people find you at on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter at Brycas, BRYCAS. You can check out on the Twitch channel, the Night Attack Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Night Attack. I do a lot of the producing for the podcasts that go on there, and then I do a Saturday show called the Night Attack Rewind, where we go back and watch old episodes and chat about them together. I've done social reading streams and game streams and other stuff, so I'm usually doing stuff over there. Also, if you're interested in learning more about me and the work that I do, you can go to neshcom.com. That's neshcom.com.
Awesome. All right, and you can get a hold of us and listen to us live Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, Fridays, 12 p.m. Eastern, Australian Eastern Standard Time at geek-io.net/live, tunein.alphageekradio.com on Channel 1, and, of course, diamondclub.tv. If you want to get a hold of us, you can via email, geekioshow@gmail.com, Twitter, Facebook, all of the social medias are /geekioshow. Call us, leave us a voicemail. F that one guy. He hasn't called me this week, surprisingly. 727-489-4335.
Maybe you finally got the message.
727-489-GEEK. And, of course, you can support this show and all the shows that we do on the Geek.io network over at patreon.com/Geek.io. What's going on next week?
And next week, on the Geek.io show, episode freaking 200. There's going to be giveaways. So much.
But hang on, you just said it wasn't our birthday, so you can't play that song, CJ.
I can play whatever the hell I want to, Dale.
Episode 200, we won't hear that song.
No, we will not hear it. We might hear, but we won't hear that.
Science.
Oh, some of the classic bumpers. Look at that.
I use that on Gamer Geeks for our review stuff.
Science.
Because it's doing science, because some games are bad, like Magikarp Jump.
What else? What's next?
The Summer Movie Smackdown Update.
Yes, indeed. Summer Movie Smackdown. The totally unique idea that we had. And it's the same super awkward feeling that I had when Brian was on the other week. Like, crap.
Ours is totally different. We do the math totally different.
Yes.
The math. It's all about the math.
Wild cards. We have our own website developed by a really cool guy.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't get into the movie draft super heavily, so don't even worry about me.
Yeah.
Hey, neither do I.
I'm explaining to.
Well, then do we have a movie draft for you?
Yes.
You can get excited about this movie draft.
Yes.
Okay, tell me more.
Ours
I mean,
is.
SmackDown.
Yes.
Whatever.
Ours is different. For those, since we actually have new people listening this week, because hey, I bet at Bloodborne, and also Bryce is here bringing people in and having people wanting to listen to him. Our draft is a little bit different. We take only the first 2 weeks that a movie is in the United States. We take however much that.
Wow.
Yep. I kind of learned that from when you guys were when they were talking about, hey, what are we gonna do about that last movie? Well, I guess it only has 2 weeks. I'm like, well, that's not fair. How about all of the movies only have 2 weeks?
We give the last movie 4 weeks.
Oh well. Yeah, but that's.
Oh.
Yeah, well.
We give all the movies 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We give all the movies 2
Gotcha.
weeks.
Gotcha.
But we also make everybody think about how much they're spending on the movie, because we take the gross domestic
The
gross.
GDP.
Yeah.
Just the gross.
The gross domestic gross.
Domestic gross.
The domestic gross.
Yeah, domestic gross, and we divide that by how much money you spend on the movie. So, for example, poor Rachel here only has $830,000. So in first place, still Charles McFall, $12.9 million, still continuing to be the rock god of this particular SmackDown. Raul Garza in second place, $12.7 million. I'm in third place, y'all, with $5.2 million. Wonder Woman making bank.
Thanks, Wonder Woman. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Dale in fourth place,
Wonder
$3.3 million, and Rachel in fifth place, $830,000.
Yeah, but she spent the first 2 weeks at the top, and what happened?
Yeah. So, for example, we'll go
Don't you have
with
some good ones coming up, right?
Captain
Maybe?
Underpants. Raul spent $24 on. It's made $28 million, so it's only netted him $1.1 million. On the other hand, I spent $25 on Wonder Woman because Raul's a chump. It's brought in $129 million so far. So.
And then next week, got big stuff coming in.
And the Mummy could money could make some money. I'm kind of hoping for the money.
Unfortunately.
And I only spent $10
a little
on
bit
it.
of money.
Do you think it's gonna be bigger than Guardians? Guardians made $266 million.
God no.
Maybe.
No. There's no way the Mummy is going to be bigger than Guardians.
No. Wonder
But
Woman.
it's got that Tom Cruise heat. Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman? Yeah.
We'll
I could see that. Hey, especially in 2 weeks, yes, I could see that.
It's got a second week. We'll see how much it drops off. Which it doesn't look like it's going to drop off much.
Also, that Tom Cruise heat is the name of my new podcast coming out.
Next week.
Raul, what's been going on in the Geek.io sphere?
All right, over on geek-io.net, we've got Generic Life Show explores a new set of emojis that could help the ladies with their special monthly time. What?
Okay, a bold move.
Yeah.
I should have
Right,
reread
but just so Raul would read it.
There are some emojis that will help the ladies communicate their special time.
No! Get out of my head! Get out. Gamer Geeks played. We played Mario Kart 8. Delu excited.
Deluxe
excited.
E3, mostly anime, and much more. We talked a lot about anime.
We did. Yeah, we
And
did talk a lot.
CJ has been up there on the Twitch.
Yes.
Streaming Bloodborne. What's that? Cowdown Return?
Cladoon returns. This is Sen Goku.
Drinking games and that like.
Cow dung. Jesus.
And that
I'm just reading the show notes.
Read the copy, please.
Yeah.
And now Raul's going to pre-read those descriptions. That's not going to be fun. But I'm glad I
That's
glad I
why.
got the
That's why you
period
keep
joke
it.
in there.
You keep it copied until he's getting ready to read it, and then you drop it in there as he's getting ready to read it. Because I've learned something about Raul. He doesn't read things too often, so.
Hey, try being me and talking about that thing on the internet on a light PG news show. But anyway, moving on.
That thing. It's called periods. It's not a big deal.
Says you. All right,
Though there is I'm not joking. There's an area in Bloodborne that is called the Menzies Nightmare, and I'm not joking. That's what it's called.
Jeepers. Wow.
Oh man.
All right.
How about them show titles?
Speaking of which, show title candidates for the Geek IO Show episode number 199. Talk and be interesting. Work it in. Shoving floppy arms. T: serious business. The last Bander. The forefront of baconizing. I like that title. Get that sausage party taste out of my mouth. I also like that show title. Two very specific experiences. That's not how you spell
that
word.
looked like
Experiences.
experiences. Two very specific
Experiences.
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 That was I'm fairly sure that was a Spin Doctor song.
Yeah, maybe. The Rick Steves of dating. Double the freedom, double the fun. Metacarp can die at any moment. Space, duh. You're not wrong, you're just Australian. What fake news?
That's me.
Did we read that too? Wow. Not fake news. It's just the two nobbies. Amazon gods, trolled by trolls, bring your mask and don't wear pants. The curse and gross domestic gross. I kind of like that one too, I'm not gonna lie.
Bring your mask and don't wear pants. Oh, we're all over the place on our...
You're right, that was probably best for SEO.
There you go.
I don't think I.
No, Gaza, you have the deciding vote, sir. Oh, and Bryce has some votes.
Yeah, Bryce, you can just
We'll be tied.
drop your initials in
Oh
there.
yeah, here.
Yes!
There you go.
There we go. That's the kind of show titles I love to see. All right, guys, we'll see you next.
Basically, right before episode 200.
Right. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This has been a Geek.io Media Network production. Copyright 2017.
Woo.
Oh. God, I made that noise out loud. Jesus.
Alive!